I want to introduce you to one of the most powerful concepts I have ever learned. It is so simple, yet so transformative. And this is the understanding, the knowledge that you are not your thoughts. You are not your thoughts. Let's look at what I mean by this. Well, first of all, most of our thoughts are unhelpful. We are lost in thought much of the time. And much of our thinking is negative. We constantly ruminate and recycle old habitual thoughts of worry, resentment, judgment, blame, dissatisfaction, and anger. We compare, complain, and criticize all the time and get stuck in negative cycles. And our self-talk can be really brutal. We talk to ourselves in a hurtful way that we would never do with anybody else. We catch ourselves making mistakes, not living up to impossible standards, judging ourselves for every tiny flaw, and imagining all sorts of upsetting scenarios. Even worse, we tend to believe that our thoughts are facts and as real as our brain that is creating them. When you say I'm angry, or I'm stressed, or I'm anxious, you are identifying with your thinking and believing your thoughts are real and accurate. Now, ancient wisdom such as Buddhism and modern psychological tools like cognitive behavioral therapy have come to the same conclusion. Believing your thoughts creates your suffering, and you are not your thoughts. You are so much more. Your thoughts are happening to you. None of us can stop thinking. Even the Dalai Lama, even somebody who's meditated since childhood for 60 years, cannot stop thinking. And most of our thoughts just appear on their own. They just arise like clouds. And think of yourself as a sky. And your thoughts are clouds that just roll by. So treat your thoughts like clouds and notice them arising. Witness them passing by and know that you are the sky. You are the awareness that observes your thoughts. Instead of thinking, I am unhappy, say to yourself, I am observing that I am experiencing a feeling of unhappiness. In just the same way that you might say, I'm experiencing a feeling of hunger. You know it's temporary, and you never say, I am hunger. It's just a fleeting thought. It's not you. Noticing your thoughts, just like deep breathing, is a mindfulness practice. And when you do it, you will let go of negative thoughts. You'll stop telling yourself unhelpful stories about the past or fears about the future. You'll shift to a much calmer state of mind and discover a deep stillness and peace of mind within. You will significantly boost your mental fitness, and this will really help you to be more positive and engaged. So your practice this week is to, first of all, observe your thoughts. And if you can, write down the most common ones in your journal, because we all have these repetitive thoughts that keep on going, sometimes for years. And when you have a particularly unhelpful thought, label it in a neutral, detached way. You might say, I notice that a feeling of bitterness is arising, which is very different saying, I am bitter or I am a bitter person. Then affirm that this thought is not you and that it's just passing through by saying out loud or to yourself, it's just a thought. This is a key. Throughout this week, keep on saying, it's just a thought. This simple little phrase is one of the most powerful techniques you can use. And the more you say it yourself, the more you will weaken the hold that these negative, even unhelpful thoughts have on you. Because you're starting to separate yourself from your thoughts and take them less seriously. This will help you be so much calmer. And you know, knowing that you are not your thoughts really is a profound and life-changing insight. You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are not your personality. You are not your roles or achievements. You are not your past or your conditioning. No. You are loving, calm, creative, and joyful awareness. An awareness that is always there. And your main goal in life is to get in touch with this authentic self of yours And one of the most effective paths to doing this, to straight to your authentic self, is letting go of these negative thoughts and knowing that you are not your thoughts.